Welcome everyone to practice. I'm Kimberly. For today's vinyasa, we're going to find more ease and steadiness in our body. So less taking it to the grindstone, and that doesn't mean you won't be challenged. So still some good work, but a lot of nice opening for the hips. Grab a couple blocks if you have tighter hips this morning. If you're not sure, just have them handy. And let's go ahead and start on our back. And just come to Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of feet together. And just take a moment to drop in. It might have been the hardest part just to arrive where you're at. So just give yourself a moment to think that effort, whatever it took to carve out this time. You can be here now, fully open to the experience. And then take a full breath. Just fill up. Out through the mouth. Good, and then find Ujjayi, breathing in and out through the nose. And then close your knees like a book and hug them into your chest. And then just make your way right into downward facing dog. You just greet your body with your breath. Notice what feels good. Notice what feels different. And then step your feet together and just stretch your right leg up, bend the knee and open your hip. And then keep the knee bent and just create 3 circles. Keep pulling that heel in tight and then switch directions. Straighten the leg, inhale. Bend the knee as you square off your hips and align your thighs. Pull that heel in, hug the skin on the left hip back, and then draw the side ribs towards your thumbs. And then just step that right foot down. Shift the weight into it, lift the left leg up. Bend the knee and open the hip. And then keeping the knee bent, circle the knee three times in one direction. And then switch directions. And then straighten the leg, square off the hip, but rebend the knee. Align the thighs in your down dog and take the skin of the right hip back as you draw the chest forward. Soften the neck. And then exhale, set that foot down. Just pivot on the balls of your feet, heels side to side. And then settle right into center. And then lift your left leg. Take an inhale. Step it between your hands for runner's lunge. Exhale. And then spin around your right. Come into Prasarita, wide-legged forward fold. Take an inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. And then inhale, come to a flat back and reach your right arm up, find a twist. And just feel the anchoring through the feet as you spread through the chest. Don't get too hung up on your alignment. Focus more on the breath. And then bring your right hand down, fold forward. Inhale and lengthen. Now, second side, lift your left arm, twist to your left. And just feel that opposition of the feet grounding you as you lengthen and broaden through the chest. And the steadiness of the breath. Take a full inhale. And then just bring your left hand down and fold. Inhale, flat back, bring your hands to your hips. Look forward and come up to stand. And then come into left side warrior two, spin the foot out. Bend the knee, reach the arms, shoulder height. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale and stay. Maybe bend into that left knee a little more. Take a full breath in. Side angle pose. You can have your hand down or elbow to knee. Reach your right arm overhead and then hug your left hip in. Push your right foot so you get a little more of that long diagonal line from right heel to pinky. And we're going to circle the top arm. So you can keep the elbow on the knee. And then pause with the arm up. And then take the bicep to your ear. Left elbow, left knee. You might stay or float the bottom arm as well. And then lift through the left side body. Lift, lift, lift. Broaden through the chest. 3, 2. Push into the left foot and straighten the leg. Turn on that heel, toes forward. Look up, press your palms together. Inhale, and come to right side warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, take your first vinyasa. Step back to plank, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. And then downward dog. And then reach your right leg up there. Inhale. Step it to runner's lunge. Prasarita, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Lift your left arm up, find your twists. Exhale, hand down and fold. Center. Inhale, lengthen right arm up. Exhale, in fold. Inhale, flat back, hands to hips. And then come all the way up. And then come to right side warrior two. Bend into the right knee. And then flip the right palm. Keep the strength through the legs as you inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Elbow to knee, hand inside the foot, you choose, but then extend bicep to ear. And then notice how you can manipulate the pelvis. So hug your right hip in, lift the right side body, lean the chest back. And then start to incorporate the circles of the top arm. Just creating some circulation through that left shoulder blade, upper back. Once the arm comes up, you might cactus the arm, draw the elbow behind you. And then bicep to ear. Push into your left heel. Stay with elbow to knee or right bicep to ear. Both arms overhead. Soften any gripping of the right toes. Take a full breath in. Push through the foot, straighten the legs, star pose, turn the toes in, look up. Exhale, warrior two, left side. Take an inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, vinyasa. Just take it through your flow or skip it. Downward facing dog. Take an inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, step or hop, feet to hands. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand, take a breath. Reach the arms high, thumbs to heart. Go ahead, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Just take a sun A here. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Stretch the chest out. Chaturanga, step or hop. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Down dog, exhale. Look to the hands, bend the knees, inhale. Travel top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen out. Fold forward, exhale. Step your feet together, bend your knees, chair pose. And then thumbs to heart, twist to your right. Hook that elbow to the knee. Draw your left shin and knee back. Drop your right thigh bone down. And then lift through the left side body, working the right shoulder blade to the spine. You might open the arms. Take an inhale. Chair pose, arms up, thumbs to heart, inhale. Second side, elbow to knee, twist to your left. Work your right thigh bone in or groin back. Drop your left thigh bone down. Lift through the right side body. Maybe open the arms or keep working your left shoulder blade closer towards your spine. Take an inhale. Stand the exhale, thumbs back to heart. Strong legs, inhale to center. Exhale to fold forward. Stretch out the breath, breathe, and flat back. Vinyasa, step, hop, or float. Take it through your flow. Downward facing dog. Step your left leg forward. Drop your right knee down. Come into your low lunge. Reach the arms up. And then cactus your arms. If it's comfortable, you can find a bind here or hook your thumbs. Pry the chest open. Maybe take your hands outside your right hip as you twist to the left. And then free up that right arm. Take an inhale. We're going to take it to a twist here with our back knee down. So bringing that right elbow to your left knee. Keep lengthening your tailbone towards the top end of the mat. Lounge back a little as you really squeeze your low belly away from that left thigh. Take one more full breath. Good on your exhale. frame the left foot, lift the back knee, single-legged plank, take an inhale. Stay or chaturanga. And then knee to nose. Plank, maybe that chaturanga, look forward. Knee to nose. Chaturanga. And then plank, we're going to come to the blade edge of the right foot, side plank, and you can do this with the right knee down. I want you to find those same circles of the top arm. And then reach the arm up. Maybe bend the elbow, get the shoulder blade back. And then stretch the arm straight up. Take an inhale. We're going to step the left foot to the top of the mat. Come right to lizard pose. Little wider step here. Drop your back knee. Keep the hands down. Lift the chest. And then lift the back knee and fold forward. Now you can rock to the left heel. Lift the ball of the foot. Cycle through that. Inhale, drop the hips, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Maybe lift the ball of the foot. One more inhale, drop the knee, lift the chest. And then exhale, fold. And then stay here. And again, you can always shorten your stance. But guide your left hip back. Stretch your chest forward. Take one. And then bend the left knee, walk the foot between the hands. Come to an easy twist, left arm up. And then take a half bind with the left hand. We're going to spin on the left heel for Prasarita. Keep the half bind and grab right hand to left ankle. And then shoot your chest forward. Keep that as you bow. So maybe belly on thigh. As you open the chest, look up or to the side. But steer your right hip back where your hand is. And lengthen through that whole left side, even through the neck. See if you can continue to rock weight towards your toes as you lift through the inner arches, inner thighs. Take a full breath. And then look down. You're going to release the left arm. Come right through center and just sway side to side. And then back of the mat now. Bring your left knee down. Low lunge. Stretch the arms up. And then cactus your arms as you lengthen the tailbone down. Maybe bind behind your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. I like to take my fist to my left hip and twist. You don't have to. Make it your own, whatever feels good. And squeeze your left glute there. Maybe free up the left arm if you're in that twisted bind. Inhale, lean back, and then connect left elbow to right thigh. Work the strength of the belly and the spine to lengthen the chest as you anchor through the right foot and turn on the hamstring. Push through the foot and draw it underneath you. Take a full breath there. And on your exhale, plant the palms, lift the back knee. Single-legged plank. Inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale up and then knee to nose. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Single-legged, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knee to nose. Pull it in tight, round. Plank, inhale. Chaturanga. Inhale to plank. And then side plank on the left hand, and you can drop the left knee. Extend the right bicep to ear, and then create those circles. And then stretch the arm up and bend the elbow back behind you as you hug your hip or sacrum in. And then reach the arm high, take an inhale. Look to the left thumb and step your right foot to the outer edge of the mat for lizard pose. Hands inside the foot, drop the back knee, just lift the chest. And then exhale, straighten and bow. You might rock to the heel or just keep the foot down. Twice more. Inhale, drop the back knee, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Stay full for a full breath. And then rebend the right knee, heel toe it in to the center line so you're in runner's lunge. Stretch your right arm up. And then flip the palm and find a half bind. Keep that. You'll lift the right ball of foot and spin on the heel. So your feet turn to the side of the mat, and then left hand to the ankle or up the calf. Take an inhale, shoot the chest out halfway. And then exhale, pull with your left bicep. And roll your right side chest open, drop your head. That's a twisted, bound Prasarita. Keep the skin of the left hip back behind you. Encourage the breath to lengthen and drop into the experience. Inhale. And then release that right arm and just sway side to side. Inhale, find a flat back, come to your fingertips. And then exhale, hands to hips. Look forward, inhale, press all the way to stand. Good, and then heels and toes out, come to your horse pose. And take your arms up, interlace the fingers, drop your hips. Maybe draw your heels in a little more as you hug your front ribs back. Push the ceiling away with the hands. And then take your hands behind your head. Keep the interlace. Side bend to your right. Inhale up and then side bend left. And then inhale up. We're going to come halfway forward. You can always take your elbows towards your side body. But lift your sits bones up, shoot your chest forward, really gather your low belly. And then bring your fingertips down. Keep the legs. Reach your left arm up. Twist with your horse legs now. Skin of right hip back. Inhale. Stay on the exhale. Take one more full breath. Exhale, left hand down, fold forward. Keep the legs. Inhale, lengthen, left hand under heart, right arm up. Take 2 full, slow breaths here. That's 1. On the bottom of your exhale, right hand down. Keep the legs and walk your hands forward, just like down dog. Ears between biceps. inner groin back. See if you can get longer between the 2 points of your inner groin and index fingers. And then walk your hands in. Push the floor away, straighten the legs. Take a full breath in as you lengthen. Look up and fold forward. Just drop in for a moment. You can grab anywhere you'd like. Good. And then come to your fingertips. Spin your left foot out. Set up for side angle. You can turn that right foot in. Swing your hip in. Maybe elbow to knee. We're going to come back to the arm circles. On that third one, just bend the elbow, get the shoulder blade back, and find a half bind. Feel the feet and legs anchoring and supporting you. And see if you can broaden through the chest as you lift. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the half bound right arm. Exhale, half moon. So half bound, half moon. Maybe use a block. You'll lift your right leg up. Hug the skin of the left hip in. Lift through the right inner thigh as you turn your right big toe down. Just a little. And then start to bend your left knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Straighten your left leg. You can release that right arm. Spin on the heel. And then just pivot on your feet. Right knee bends. Toes turn forward. Warrior one. Take a bind behind you. Inhale, lift your chest. Lengthen your tailbone. Humble warrior fold inside or on top of the right thigh. Keep a lot of power in your left leg to work your right hip back towards that left heel. Dropping your right hip down. Take a full breath. Good, and then release your hands. Come to easy twist and pivot on the blade edges of your feet. Now remember your horse shape of your legs. We're going to find it in side plank. So right hand and knee. You can do this with the left knee down. But open into side plank with a half horse leg. Hug your left shoulder in the socket, but then try to draw your sacrum in as you broaden through the chest. And then working that right knee up, try to just open it to whatever feels best. Sacrum in. Chest back. Full breath here. We're going to step back to the top of the mat, so right heel to left thumb. Easy twist, take an inhale. Now spin on your right heel. Parallel your feet for Prasarita. Left hand to ankle or up the calf. Now take right arm overhead. Now I want you to sniff your right armpit as you walk your right fingertips toward your left foot like a clock, getting the shoulder blade to the spine. You can walk it just a little bit. Maybe to that left ankle. Your head be heavy. Soften the knees. Tip the weight more forward. Lift the inner arches. Take one more full breath. Now our right arm's overhead. As you release, I want you to come to the center and find eagle bind of the arm. Right arm on top. Now turn your feet out, heels in. Keep the knees bent. Inhale, lengthen. So you're in horse with an eagle bind, fingers forward. Now as you exhale, straighten the legs and fold. One more inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Pull the elbows between the legs, straighten them. Drop your head. And then release your arms. Sit in your horse pose. Inhale, flat back. Stretch your left arm up. Exhale, bring that hand down. Right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, bring that hand down. We're going to come right to the right side, so side angle pose. Turn your right toes forward, hand inside foot, and then circle the left arm. And if you want, you can bring elbow to knee. Just come up a little higher. And then once the arm's up, bend the elbow, get the shoulder blade back as you work your groin forward. Flip the palm, find a half bind. Side angle pose. Take an inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale, half moon. Right hand down, block or floor. Anchor through the right foot. Spread through the chest. Take one more full breath. Start to bend the right knee. You'll step back, straighten the right leg, release the left arm, reverse, and then pivot on your feet, left foot forward, warrior one. So the right foot's turned out just a little. Clasp your hands behind your back, opposite thumb on top. Bend into your left knee as you pry your chest open. And then humble warrior fold. You might lift up halfway, just to lengthen out again as you push through the right foot, and then fold forward. Take one more full breath. And look down, release your hands, spin to the ball, the right foot. Set up for side plank. Come to the blade edges. Maybe right knee down. Think half horse with the left knee. Grab the knee with the left hand. Pull the heel in and open through that left hip. Or then steer your sacral spine or hips in as you open through your chest. Get your shoulder blades together, more in the back body. Hug back through your belly. Maybe gaze down or to the side or up. Take one more full breath. Use your gaze to balance you. Look to the right thumb and just step your left foot back to the top of the mat. And then we'll spin on that left heel. Right hand, left ankle, or up the calf, left arm forward. And then give your left armpit a sniff as you rotate to your left. But suck your left elbow up, and that'll get your shoulder blade back as you walk your hands to the right, like a clock. You're getting more into the lats with this one, outer armpit. Just let it still be easeful. Don't force it. You don't have to grab your right ankle, even if you can. Take one more full breath there. And then eagle bind the left arm on top in your Prasarita. Just fold. Drop your head. Shift your weight towards your toes. And then turn your heels in, toes out. Bend your knees. Inhale, drop your seat. Get longer from pinky to groin. Exhale, fold. Push into your feet a lot. One more inhale, drop your bottom back. Stretch your chest forward. And then stretch your arms out. Cantilever your chest forward there. Maybe swing your heels in more. Thighs back. 3. Shoulder blades together. 2. And then hands down. Turn the feet parallel. Maybe a little pigeon-toed. Exhale and fold. Shake out the head. Come to your fingertips. Look up. Inhale. Rise to stand. Arms high. Breath in. Thumbs hard. Come to the top of the mat. And then inhale, reach your arms up. Fold forward, exhale. Take an inhale and lengthen. Vinyasa or just step back to down dog, up to you. Take a full breath. And then inhale, ripple forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga to your belly. Bring your forehead down. Push your pubic bone down and lift your low belly up. And then work your shoulders on your back body, keeping the elbows bent, so you might walk your hands back a little bit. So elbows shoot straight back, shoulder heads lift up, pubic bone presses down. Try to lift the lowest portion of your belly off the mat as you lengthen tailbone to heels, keeping forehead down, tops of feet, thighs, but keep the legs engaged. Notice the shoulders, are they sinking? Did you lose them? Keep lifting them. Keep lifting belly. Keep that in the torso, the hands, the low belly lifting, just lift the legs. Doesn't have to be much. Tops of feet down. Lift the chest and hands. Bring that down, lift the legs. Bring those down, lift the chest and hands. Bring that down, forehead down, lift the legs. Lift the torso, lift the hands. Now lift the legs. Good, lift the hands. Maybe fly the arms back. Cobra Pose with the arms flown back, or keep the elbows bent, spread the chest, lift your belly. 3, 2, plant the palms. 1. Good. Press back to child's pose with the toes curled under. And then we'll come to upward facing dog with the toes curled under. And then lift your right leg, point the toes, inhale. Keep the leg straight, down dog splits, exhale. Ripple forward, keep pointing the toes, upward dog, right back to where we were. Wave like of the spine, down dog splits. Pull the belly in, tailbone the left heel, ripple forward, single-legged upward facing. Exhale, down dog splits. And then just step your right foot under your heart for pyramid pose. Skin of right hip back, take an inhale, lengthen. And you can come up if you want to find any variation of your arms, or just keep your hands down as you fold. Take one more full breath. Revolve Trikanasana, hands down, put a bend in your right knee, left hand block or floor, and then think up dog in your chest as you reach your right arm up. Keep working the skin of the right hip back as you lift your left ribs towards your right shoulder. And then charge back to the top of the left thigh. Drag it back behind you as well. Is there still that ease in the breath? If not, try to come back to it. And then exhale, bring your hands down. Reach your right leg up. Take a breath in. And then look forward. We're going to hop our left foot to the top of the mat. So if you want, you can make it more buoyant and joyful, meaning some handstand hops, or just hop low. Left foot top of mat. And then we're going to just bring our right foot down to hover. So if it came down, lift it back up. Bend your left knee, and then come to stand on your left leg. So you might find this with the knee bent. Utthita Hasta, straight right leg, left arm up, or keep the knee bent. But then hug your right shoulder back into the socket. Charge through the left foot, lift through the side ribs, and then take the skin of the right hip towards the floor. Take one more full breath. And then opposite hand of foot. Maybe calf. Circle the right arm back. Push your foot into your hand as you anchor down through your left foot as well, and lift through the crown of the head. Squeeze your right quad. Broaden your chest. Take an inhale. Soften your grip. We're just going to swing that leg back. So keep the chest open. Triangle pose. A little more openings for the front of the hip. Left hand to shin. Left arm can be up or bicep to ear. Maybe a half bind. Whatever you want to find here. And then exhale, But the more you can understand the articulation here, the more of that opening you can get through the front of the hips. So swing your left hip in slightly, lift the inner right thigh, lounge the chest back. You should almost feel like you're in side plank here. Now we're going into side plank. So keep open side of mat. Left hand just outside of foot. Stack the heels. So option, bring the left knee down. Option 2, come back to grabbing knee. Option 3, peace finger grip. Utthita Hasta, inside plank. Draw your sacral spine forward. Right shoulder, head back. Three, 2. Any way you want to release. It might be a wild thing. 1. And then vinyasa or downward facing dog. Nicely done. Ripple forward to plank. Chaturanga to the belly. Forehead down. Walk your palms back. Press your pubic bone down. Lift your low belly up. Roll your shoulder blades together. And keep lifting your low belly away from the mat. Legs are still really active here. Keep that. Just lift up through the head, the hands. And then exhale, bring those down, lift up through the legs. Twice more. Head and hands, chest. Bring those down, lift the legs. Chest, hands, legs. Taps the feet down. Interlace the hands behind you. Pubic bone down. Lift up through the chest. Root your knuckles back. And then lift up through the legs. Maybe gaze forward, bow, locust 4, 3. Take a full breath in. And then plant the palms. Curl the toes, knees stay down, child's pose. And then ripple forward. Upward facing dog with the toes curled under. Shoulders on the back body just like we did on our belly. You might mic around the elbows. Point the left toes back. Inhale. Keep that down dog splits. Ripple forward. Single-legged up dog. Drop your hips. Bra on the chest. Pubic bone to sternum as you draw the leg high. Pubic bone to sternum. Ripple, upward dog. Exhale, down dog splits. And then bend the knee and step it in. Pyramid pose. Turn your right foot out. Little shorter step or stance. Inhale, lengthen. Skin of left hip back as you exhale and fold. And then inhale, come up to a flat back, revolve Trikanasana, left arm up. Push the mat away as you soften the left knee, work the skin of the left hip away from your left shoulder. And then drag your right thigh, top thigh back behind you. Stretch your right side body forward as it revolves towards your left shoulder. And then feel that ability to breathe three-dimensionally. Take one more. Exhale, bring your hand down, just float the left leg up. And then keep that strength of the left leg. Look forward, hop your right foot between your hands. We're going to land the right leg forward. Bring it to Tadasana, hover it. Bend the right knee and come up for Utthita, maybe a bent knee. Hand to hip, maybe a peace finger grip or grab blade edge of foot. And then hug your left shoulder in the socket. Keep your right hand to hip or reach it up as well, up to you. Take a full breath. And then opposite hand to foot or shin, twist to your left. Find your steadiness and ease. Take an inhale. Keep the chest open, soften your grip, and just swing that leg back. Trikanasana, bump your hips leftward, reach your arms rightward, and tick-tock the arms. Any variation of that top arm. And then look towards your right foot. We're going to stay to the left side of the mat. Side plank. Right hand just outside the foot. Stack your heels or bring your right knee down. Maybe grab your shin or knee or a straight left leg. Sacral spine in. Chest back slightly. Engage that left leg. 3, 2. Soften for wild thing 1 or skip that. And then take your vinyasa. And then just drop your left hip down. So we can find this pinwheel shape, and we're just going to take our knees side to side, maybe hands behind you to do that. And then come with the legs out. So, if you feel like this is a lot for you, you might take your sacral spine to a vertical surface behind you and just sit. Be upright in the chest. Reach the legs out. But that wall surface can be nice even if you fold forward, so keep working the skin of the pelvis back, hips back, keeping that contact as you fold. And if you don't have a wall, no big deal. Just fold right in or stay upright. But try not to just slump. If you want more in this pose, you could take it to tortoise by bending your knees, getting your shoulders somewhat close towards the inner thighs so the hands can just snake underneath them with the palms turned back. Then as you straighten the legs, your chest goes forward and down. You can bring your cheek down or your chin. Pushing down through the thigh bones, reaching the inner groin back. Chest forward. And if you're in tortoise, just bend your knees enough as you lift your chest to unthread the arms. And then take cow face, right knee on top. So just countering that. And you can use the wall here as well. It can be nice to just have that vertical surface to lean into and sit up tall, or even keeping your sacral spine pushing into it as you fold. And the knees don't have to stack. Just let it be whatever it is. It might look more like Sukhasana with the right shin in front. And then just sit up here. Keep the legs for just a side bend. So we're going to take our right hand down and side bend to the right. Left arm overhead. And then sit up and just switch sides. Left knee on top. Maybe shin in front, and it can be as loose as it needs to be. It doesn't have to be pretty. Sitting up nice and tall or folding forward. And just try to let all those muscles in the pelvis and supporting the hip to let go. So your thigh bones can drop heavy. You feel your spine light and long. That oppositional energy as your chest floats forward or lifts up. An easeful breath. And if you're in the fold, sit up. And we'll just take a side bend, left hand down, stretch the right arm over. Deep inhale. And then exhale, release. And then make your way to Shavasana. Whatever props you want to indulge yourself with today. I think it's nice to think of Shavasana as not this pose you have to do at the end of class, but one that you can really sink into. So make it yours, make it as comfortable as you can. And if the mind feels really restless, it might be seated, so you can feel more of that ability to watch the breath. A lot of times when we're lying down, it can be harder. So you find this level of comfort that's deep within you, that's always there. It's part of you that's never changing. That's resilient to the world around you. When you're ready, just take a moment to sit up and pause before heading back into your day. Noticing the effects of your practice. With a full heart. Namaste.